after reviewing.
Okay,
the
somebody else say
policies,
something real quick.
I would like to say that we dot,
Few
dot, dot,
quays.
dot, dot.
Okay, we
Number 4.
Three.
Number 4.
3D, 3, 4. Yeah, mine's got A, B, C, D. My bad.
Mine ain't got that. Mine just got
so
3,
y'all
number
have an
4.
idea of how it's looking.
What, you gonna scratch it off?
It's somewhere on the-
That was the first report that Samuel did, and it was like $152 million instead of $152.49 for computers. And so we've got it updated and corrected, but what you got there is wrong.
We don't
That's
have
what's
an
going
end of
on.
the year.
I can do it on my phone. Well, we legitimately.
Fix that 17 though.
Not yet. You, Cindy, what do you want us to do? Just
Take it off.
Yeah, you got another.
Take it off, and we will submit a new one next month.
okay.
How are you, Cindy?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good.
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 I have my appointment tomorrow, so I'll know for sure how I'm doing tomorrow.
Well,
So we'll
Cindy,
What-
did we get that question thing that you and I have been discussing with them? That's not on here, is it?
No,
Every time I do
the
it,
email
I think
today,
about
is
it.
that what you're talking about?
You know, I call you sometimes.
We can raise that in
Try it
legal
now.
matters.
You wanna try logging out?
Well,
Yeah, it's logged out now. And just hit the, say signed out.
Hey, he's here.
All right, I'd like to call the April 9th regular school board meeting into order, and I'll open this up. We'll open up with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll do an invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May we pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for those that are here and those on our teleconference, so we may get together and make wise decisions for our children, be with our people in Mississippi and the United States as we go through this Cornelius virus and 19, and guide and protect them, and let's stay safe as we go through this period. In thy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, first is public participation. Do we have any public participation? The roll call is Todd and I are present, and we have Richard and Tanya and Lucille on teleconference. Y'all here?
Yeah.
We're here, I'm here.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Tanya's here.
Okay, we got 100% participation. All right, our next is public participation. Do we have anybody public participation?
None.
None, all right. Well, let's get a motion to approve the agenda we have a couple of changes on the agenda before we approve. Todd, you'd like to make?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we approve the agenda with the exception of removing from the consent agenda the approval of fixed assets acquisitions March 2020.
I second that.
And we need to add in its place a missed payment for Valerium that was just missed.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, this is Arnold Luciano, the school board attorney. I've been addressed or contacted by Valerian. It is a student identification tracking multi-year contract that was approved back in 2018. By accident, a payment has been missed, and I'm working with Cindy Kuchelova to get that rectified. And so we're just adding that pending a confirmation of the payment.
Those are the only changes to the consent agenda, and I approve.
Is that currently in the consent agenda, or you want to add?
No, we're adding that, Richard, and taking out the fourth one, and taking out the fixed assets and adding this Valerian. Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Can I get a second? Been motion.
Second.
All right, been motion second by Richard Boggs, approving the agenda. We'll start with the cabinet update.
All right, with the cabinet update, you have received all the updates from every department that we have. If you have any questions, please address us. We have all the directors on the line that can address any questions that you have.
Give me just a minute.
Yes, sir.
And you changed up the one that's for the ADA, right? It'll be by school?
ADA will be by school.
I'm just trying to make sure before I answer. Yes, sir, it's by schools, should be.
Okay. Make that a little bit easier, could we, I like the way you did that, but
Yes.
I'd like a chart showing all the schools together.
Yes, sir, I can do that.
In other words, have all the schools on one list with their percentage?
Right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's, that way, we can kind of compare it to other elementaries and see where we got a
Yes.
problem at.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody have any other questions about the cabinet update?
I don't have any.
Todd, what about Lucille? You have any questions?
No, I'm fine.
Tanya?
I'm good.
All right, can I get a motion to accept the cabinet update as presented?
This is Tanya. I make the motion to accept the cabinet update as presented.
All right, can I get a second?
Holmes, I second.
All right, Ms. Holmes, second.
Second.
All right. Been motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Ah,
Aye.
No. All right. Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, we'll move on to the consent agenda. If we all looked at all those, if anybody doesn't have any questions, we'll take a motion to approve those.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as presented with the name changes that we made.
All right, Todd, motion to approve the consent agenda. Can I get a second?
This is Tanya. I second.
Tanya Short seconded. All those in favor?
ah,
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, set date and time of our next regular meeting on Monday, May the 11th at 6 p.m. Anybody got the calendars out? Got any problems? May the 11th.
This is Tanya. It's good for me.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good
fine with it.
good as any at this point.
Yeah, I was
since
thinking the same.
I ain't working, any day's fine with me.
We have to check with these working people.
Yeah, on the road again.
Well, I am working, but it's good for me.
All right, can I get a motion to that effect for Monday, May the 11th?
So moved.
Let's do it.
All right, Richard seconded. All those in
This is
favor?
Tanya. I second it.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ah,
Aye. Aye.
All right, opposed? Ayes have it. All right, now we have coming up to approve the claims docket. We've had that for 4 or 5 days. Anybody got any questions on the claims docket?
I got a couple.
All right, let us have them.
Can you hear him, Cindy?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I can hear him.
okay.
Page,
Page 3, Cindy,
page 3,
Bailey Educational Group,
Bailey Educational Group.
$15,900. Oh, and that leads me to a question, Cindy, and I guess Dr. Belcher, is during these times when we've got these contracted services going on with Bailey, and they're not performing, we're not going to pay them for any future things, right?
We're not paying for services not
No,
provided.
no, sir, we're not paying them for any services that are not being rendered, but they are rendering some, distance learning training for Pyramid Elementary at this time. But nothing that, if they're not rendering any service right now, we're not paying.
Well, those payments
So
are
this
good.
15,000, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask that,
The next question is, some of that was done with some Title I money. Are we gonna have to spend that on those services between now and the end of the year, or how's that working, Dr. Belcher?
They have not updated us about the deadlines that are normal for the September 30 and all of that. Dr. Harris, have they contacted you about anything? Because I know I haven't heard anything as well.
No, they haven't given us any guidance. There is a webinar on the 14th, I believe, of April on the CARES Act, and I think they may be giving us some information then.
Thank you. So, Mr. Boggs, the answer is right now, we don't know. We're waiting on MDE to tell us.
Okay, all right. I just don't want, everybody's in the same situation, so these questions gotta be answered, but, it's just something I thought about, so.
Yes, sir.
All right, moving right along. Page 14, Cindy.
Can you hear him, Cindy?
Page 14.
Yeah.
I heard 14.
All right,
Page 14 is Converge 1 telephone. Why is that different than our other telephone service?
Let's see, I think that's the, hang on. Can't remember if that's the fax. I'm looking. Neil, are you on the line? Do you remember if that's the fax?
That's a monthly payment.
Is that what that is?
Here it is. It's the, fax to email services that we have on the fax server.
It's the numbers.
Okay, that's at the central office.
Is that just central
Say that
office?
again, Neil.
Is everybody?
It's all the schools.
All the schools. It's all the schools, Mr. Boggs.
All the schools.
It's all the
okay.
schools' numbers.
That may lead into page 22. And that is also Franklin Telephone Company, Meadville, Mississippi, $74.
That's Hayes Cooper's telephone bill for Marigold.
That's right, that's in Marigold. Okay, you answered that one. All right, page 28 to 29. Lowe's.
Those are items that Bell Academy has been purchasing for their garden grant.
So that's on the grant.
It's
Yeah.
things like pop-up tent, chairs, things for their outdoor classroom and their garden. It's all with their grant.
That's the only questions I have, Mr. President.
all right, anybody else?
I'm good.
All right, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
All right, been motioned, can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Todd seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Tanya,
The Tanya,
Lucille?
I'm sorry.
We, been motioned and seconded to approve the claims docket.
thing.
Aye.
All right, Tanya?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I thought you heard me. I forget. I'm sorry.
No, okay,
You might be better off saying, are there any objections?
all right. All right, been motioned and seconded, everybody voted aye. Nay? Claims docket carries. All right, remove from table and approve Cleveland School District proposed policy revisions. Todd, you have a motion on that?
Yeah. After reviewing, we've all reviewed these policies. I make a motion that we table it for a work session so they can, we can discuss it a little bit better.
I agree, Todd.
I agree.
All right, can I
Okay, I
get,
agree with that.
okay,
Yeah, I agree.
can I get a motion
Well,
to table?
I'll second it.
All right, Richard.
Motion.
All right, Richard seconds the motion from Todd. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Ayes have it. All right. Approval of CSD's proposed school day schedule 2021 school year.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the purpose for changing the school day?
It will help us with the bus routes, and it will help us be streamlined. Right now, we have multiple start and ending times for 8 schools. I think right now we have 6 different start times, and it will help us with our bus issue of not having enough bus drivers, so we'll have a stagger. All the elementaries on the same time except Pierman. And the only reason Pierman is not on that time is because they have a SIG grant and their added time is in that SIG grant. And this year, for 2021, is their last year to be on that SIG grant. And if we could push it back just a little bit after talking to the principals, they wanted it pushed to a certain time to help for their ADA as well.
I'm trying to figure out how is this going to affect our parents and somebody being at home or not being at home, and has a study been done? You know understand what I'm asking?
Yes, ma'am.
To see if there's a need for it in this.
Well, how much did it change?
A few minutes. It was just a few minutes. We're just trying to get everybody on the same page.
A few minutes earlier and let out just a few minutes earlier?
Yes, sir.
And a few minutes later.
No, you're not letting out. Aren't you letting out later?
Actually, the middle school is letting out 3 minutes. I think it's 3 minutes later for the middle school. And I think, and I'm pulling it up, the biggest difference is probably a little less than 10 minutes for a school. At first, we had proposed a different time and then got with the principal, especially the high school, and the principal proposed a different time. So we took that time from the principal and put that in.
I'm good with it.
Lucille, does that answer your question?
No, but
It's a 10-minute difference. It's gonna be a 10-minute difference, I think, at the high school.
What's she saying?
So we're starting earlier.
We're starting earlier.
The way it looks, some of the schools start earlier and some of them start about the same time.
All the elementaries are starting around the, it actually is starting a little later.
Except for Pierman.
Okay,
Yeah.
7:45.
Except
Yes,
for
sir.
Pierman. Pierman's starting at,
And principals are putting things in place for early drop-off as well. So if a parent has to drop somebody off early, they're putting something in place for the kids to get dropped off early. And then we have a lot of kids that parents that do work for the district, they are getting dropped off the same like they normally do at the schools.
Dr. Belcher, the only concern, this is Tanya, the only concern I have is that, you know, we had a situation at Bell where they were making those kids stand outside.
Yeah.
The ones, even though the bus dropped them off early.
Yeah.
And there were people inside the building that made them stand outside in the cold. Now, my only concern is you're saying that, you know, they're making provisions for the early dropout. My only concern is that they actually go through with it and do what needs to be done, and not have those kids standing outside in the cold or in the rain.
Yes, ma'am. And
Because it's not their fault that they're being dropped off early.
yes, ma'am. And that was a discussion with the principals as well, so that they can put something in place to make sure that that doesn't happen. I agree with you, 1,000,000%. You and I talked about that extensively. That happened this winter. I remember those conversations.
Well, like at Bell, it says, office hours 7:20 and morning bus unloading 7, or earliest student drop-off 7:20, so they should be there.
Yeah, somebody should be there.
Yeah, but Richard, we had a problem where the bus was running early because it was trying to get to another school. So
Right.
dropping kids out before the dropout time.
And this
it
helps that
allowed
problem.
those kids to come inside even though it was cold and raining.
Yeah, and Miss Short, this really helps that problem with the stagger start. That helps that the buses are not off and they're trying to cover different routes because we don't have enough people.
So our teachers are gonna will still have coaches driving buses in the morning time, in the afternoon?
Yes, ma'am. Nobody's losing their bus privilege of driving. We're just trying to make a better
But if
schedule.
they're trying to get to work on time, and you have to drop them off early before teachers get there.
Yeah. And we're gonna have parameters in place for early drop off.
Well, I guess we can try it. If it don't work, then we go back.
I appreciate it, Ms. Holmes.
We have too many problems.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand, what Tanya was saying was, the schedule was right. The bus drivers wanted to drop them off too early
Mm-hmm.
before the school personnel really got there and got the building open.
Yep.
But this way, it says it's supposed to open at 7:20, and they're supposed to drop them off at 7:20, so. D.M. Smith's the same way, 7:30, 7:30. Hayes Cooper, 7:15, 7:20, so they all be all right.
They all the same
I
except for
agree with
Pyramid.
you, if it ain't working, we'll
They all
look at
seem
it.
good.
All right,
I make the motion to approve.
all right, school day schedule. Richard made the motion. Can I get a second?
My
I
second,
second it this time.
Tanya.
Tanya seconded for the 2021 school year. All those in favor?
Aye.
With conditions, aye.
Tanya,
We'll remember your condition, Lisa.
all right.
Thank you, Ms. Holmes.
All right. I'm watching.
All those opposed?
I,
Ayes have it. Approval of the proposed school day schedule. Approval of bid from Hankins, number 8. Hankins Painting Contractors Incorporated in the amount of $52,688 for professional services at the CCDTC Welding and Wood Shop. We need approval of this bid. He was a low bid.
What are they doing? They just painting the bedroom?
And all that
Painting
stuff.
all
Yes.
this.
Floors as well.
is that the room they're getting ready for welding, the welding program?
Yes, ma'am.
Welding and wood shop, floors, the whole 9 yards.
I make a motion, we approve the
2009.
And yes, ma'am,
lowest best bid.
No.
it's the lowest best bid.
What they gotta do, build a building for $52,000?
It's some high-priced
No,
paint,
paint it.
high-priced paint.
Paint for 50, yeah, let me get in on that paint.
All right,
Golly.
Todd made the motion. Can I get a second?
I second.
Richard seconds it. All right, been motioned and seconded. All those in favor? Need to hear aye.
I,
All right,
I'm
opposed?
going to get in on that paint.
How's everybody?
Ayes have it.
I know what.
All right, we live on TV now. Go.
That's all right.
All right.
I want them to know.
All right, approval of E-rate category. One bid for Unifiber as internet service provider for CSD in the amount of $140,880 for 3 years. E-rate.
Okay, E-rate covers 90%, so we only pay 14.
Is that who we with now?
Yeah, E-rate covers 90%. That's all we'll have to pay on there is $14,000.
I'm not particularly opposed to it, but why are we signing a 3-year contract?
We have a 3-year with the ability to extend for 2 more.
I guess Mr. Fuller's question is there option for 1 year?
But it's 3 years for this same price.
You usually get a better rate for.
Better rate.
Multiple years.
If our situation changes, can we change it?
Once you sign the contract, I don't think you can
I
change
think
it.
you can change it, because that's what most school districts do is a 2-year extension or 5.
There's always been that argument that the board can't commit future boards to payments.
So are you proposing a year? Because
I'd rather see it year to year, but particularly when you're talking about something like
Hey,
this.
yes, sir.
Have we typically done this over a long long-term contract, or has it been a
The
year
last
contract?
contract was for 4 years.
The last contract was 4 years, this contract's 3 years.
How much was the last contract?
It actually went, I think it's going up a little bit because we're increasing the internet because we're maxing out. So I think it was.
You getting more
We're
bandwidth?
getting
Yep.
more bandwidth this
And you
year.
need it. What Neil was saying, everybody, that it's gonna go up as much bandwidth as you get. So the more devices that you get on the network, you're gonna need more bandwidth to handle it. Because if you don't have the bandwidth, you're gonna have an issue with jumping
We'll
offline.
never get it.
Right.
Is this the same company we've been using?
Yes, it is. So,
And like you say, E-rate's gonna cover 90% of it.
Yeah. I'll make a motion, we approve.
Todd made the motion, can I get a second?
I say,
Is that a question?
Why are we approving $140,000 if they're gonna pay 90% of it?
because you go get it back.
They,
Well, we're gonna get it back, they pay us back.
Okay,
we have to file it after the fact.
We have to file it after.
10%, the
Okay.
company gets.
Lucille, when I first got on the board, I had a hard time
So
understanding
we
that.
only write a check for the
man, I
10%.
read some stuff. okay.
Lucille,
But I'm gonna write my questions down. I have a lot of it written down already. I gotta learn this stuff. I
Lucille,
know it.
Neil just said
I'm
that,
gonna be patient.
Neil just said that on these payments, the district only pays 10% and they bill E-rate.
They
For the other 90%.
So we don't have to come up with 10%.
So it's not actually flowing out of our,
We don't have to pay the 140, all we pay is 10%, and we bill E-rate for the 90. That makes it a lot better.
Okay.
and that's 140,000
I
for
need
3
a
years of
workshop.
service.
No,
Where's
it's
that?
Go ahead.
$140,000 a year.
Well, I think we can have one 4-5 months
It's
from now.
$15,000 a year for internet service.
All right, did
That's
I,
the total, that's the 3-year total, it's 140.
it's been motioned,
140 per year.
it's been motioned and
You
seconded.
already took the vote.
I did, I didn't hear Lucille or Tanya.
All right, we did.
Oh, I said I.
Okay. Opposed? Ayes have it.
We need to go in the internet business.
All right, approval of E-rate category bid from Shots for a total switch replacement for CSD in the amount of $215,000, $872.62.
What's a switch, Neil?
That's the equipment that.
What is shot?
That controls the internet in all schools. We only pay 15% of this one.
Didn't
I
we?
can't hear you.
We did that.
You gotta talk loud, they can't
We
hear you.
replaced the switches about, when Cindy first got here, Cindy Holt, so it's been 8-9 years ago.
Has it been that long?
It's been that long. So it's, with the increased internet capacity, we also have to increase the backbone to support the increase.
Did y'all hear what he said? Last time the last time we replaced these switches was 8-9 years ago when Cindy Holtz first came. And because of the increased internet usage and the bandwidth we're having to get and the age,
It's time to.
it's time to upgrade them and replace them. That's what he's saying.
This is still
This is
9
also-
10.
15 to 85.
1580.
Hey, all right, they're gonna pay 85% of this one, and we pay 15%.
Yeah, this falls under E-rate too.
E-rate too. Can I get a motion to that effect?
Now, I want to know, before we take a motion, before we take a vote, tell me what switch.
What's a switch?
Switch.
The switch is the equipment that controls the internet in the schools.
I'm sorry, is that Neil talking? I can hardly.
Yes, ma'am. It's the equipment that lets us use the internet that we have coming in.
In each school.
It's kind of like the big modem.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
I make a motion we
All
approve.
right, go ahead.
All right, Todd made a motion to approve. Can I get a second?
This is Tanya, I say.
Tanya seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, opposed? Ayes have it. All right, discussion table of Cleveland School District's strategic plan for 20 through 26, 2020 through 2026. Can I get a motion to table?
So moved.
All right, can I get a second?
Second.
Been
I
motioned,
second it.
been motioned and seconded. All those in favor? Table.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, approval of upgrade to Blackboard subscriptions to include mass notification and mobile app with yearly fees increasing from $10,218.28 to $15,802.50.
Come on.
Blackboard prescription.
Is this the thing that we were actually getting, where we send out our blasts?
Yes, blast.
You know, I actually got fussed at because they was getting the phone calls, the text messages, and the emails.
They getting it all, wasn't it?
It's a pleasant
good.
change from getting chewed out from not getting anything.
Good deal.
All right, can I get a motion to approve this Blackboard prescription? It's just going up in
Tanya, I
price.
make that motion.
All right,
Second.
Tanya made the motion. Who
I'll
seconded?
second it.
Todd seconded. Been motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, discussion table of CSD's proposed policy revisions, adoption, and deletions.
Yes.
I go back to, like I did on the other one, after reviewing the policies, which we've all done, I make a motion that we table it for a work session so they can be discussed.
All right,
I
Todd's
agree.
made a motion. Richard, you second it?
I second.
No, I've been motioned and seconded to table the revisions and adoptions and deletions. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
All right, opposed? Ayes have it. All right, approval of CSD's purchase of transportation routing software from Traversa in the amount of $19,430 for 2 years, district funds.
Explain it.
Are there any questions about that?
Yes.
I don't know.
Are there any questions about the software? So basically, this software that Mr. Alexander found will allow us to, when the student data is uploaded to the routing software, it automatically routes the most cost-efficient way to go through those different neighborhoods and bus stops. And then no matter who's driving the bus, you'll get turn-by-turn directions. So it'll be like an iPad that they'll add to it, and it'll give you turn-by-turn directions on when to stop. It includes parent notification of bus en route, if it's a late bus, bus has arrived, the parents have the option to get those notifications. So it'll make it more efficient as far as mileage and the best route and notification, and the bus drivers actually going from route to route regardless of who's on their bus to drive it.
So will it assist
Do
the
we have new
sub-driver?
bus
Yes.
drivers that don't know these routes?
You know, like a sub, Ms. Hall,
Like a
like a
sub.
sub bus driver.
Oh.
Me and you may have to drive one.
We ain't in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
So we're
Everybody knows where everybody live around here.
gonna pay $20,000 a year,
It's for 2 years.
2 years.
so it's $20,000 for both years.
For two
That's
years.
$20,000, golly.
For 2 years.
That's $10,000 a year.
But it sinks in, like if we get a new student that transfers, you put that into the system and it automatically puts them in the route. So it'll make it a lot more automated.
Hello? What are we using?
How they
I
gonna,
just used to ask the bus driver, what bus would this child get on?
Ask that
I don't
again?
be spending all this money for this. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, we've always had some, what have we been using?
No, we've been using the director of the bus.
And Mr.
That's
Alexander
right.
can answer some additional questions. And Mr. Alexander, you will unmute your phone.
Hello?
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Can they hear me here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Mr. Alexander, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Why
How you
don't
guys
you
doing?
give the board your recommendation and explanation as to why this routing software is necessary?
Okay, we used to have links in the past, but we terminated the contract with because
used
we
to
was
have
not
what
getting
in the
our
past?
money. We used to have links
For some reason I'm gonna
software, and that was the software we used to have, but we terminated the contract with Link because we was not getting our money worth out of Link. So with Traverse, we getting Apple Fly, but with Traverse, we will also have what you call the parent app, where the parents will no longer have to call the schools. The only thing they will have to do is just type in their address, and it automatically tells them what bus and automatic what school that their child will be attending. And also, if they call and want to know that the bus come by their house, that more only thing they have to do is look at the parent app, and it'll show that bus 96 came by your house at 7:01.
So it gives information, it's taking human error out of it. I guess it's
Yes,
doing.
sir. And all the school secretaries will have access to this software, and also we will be getting now we using AppGuard for our trip software, but with Traverse we're going to end up getting the free trip software and also the free maintenance software.
Okay. But so you cancel the previous contract. We're not paying for two systems at the same time, are we?
No,
Right now,
he canceled the old.
Right now we paying for a trip software, but if we go with Traverse, we will eliminate paying AppGuard for the trip software. We'll have a free trip software and a free maintenance software.
It sounds like it's new and improved.
Upgrade.
What's gonna happen whenever
Yes, sir.
when the software has a glitch and it don't work? Are you gonna be able to route those buses like we used to do?
Sir?
Well, if the software glitches or doesn't do like it's supposed to do, are we gonna be able to
To manually route.
yeah, to manually do it the way we've been doing it for decades?
Yes, sir. And like with this software, what they do is all students will be eligible to. All of them going to be able to ride. What we do is just saying you got little Johnny on the route, but he only rides the bus 2 days out of a week. So on the software, it only shows that he's riding the bus 2 days out a week. And also for my sub drivers, we're going to have the turn by turn route tablet that I can give this tablet to the driver, so you drive this route and just do turn by turn for them.
So they're gonna be looking at a tablet while they're driving the
How
school
they gonna
bus
look
with
at the
kids?
tablet?
No, sir. They won't look at the tablet. It's going to be voice activated.
Okay.
So on our we already have the speakers already on the bus. So the only thing it's going to be blank. So the only thing it'll do is turn by turn for the route.
Right. Sounds good.
I guess you'll be able to track where they are? Where the
Yes, sir.
buses
Now
are?
I can track where you are now with the GPS that we have on the buses.
Okay. Okay.
Like now we have the GPS trackers, and also we have the push to talk radio device on there, and also the panic button, where if they push the panic button, it automatically sends me an alert, and it automatically alerts the 911 system, and it automatically sends them that bus location.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Good. I'm good with it.
All right, you make the motion, Richard? All right, Richard made the motion. Can I get a second?
I second it. This is Tanya.
Tanya seconded it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ah.
All opposed? Ayes have it. Approval of personnel.
Uh-oh.
I got some questions about personnel. I'd like to pull it off for executive session.
Well,
That's fine.
mine's out low.
Which numbers you want to pull
Yeah,
off?
I just can't, man, do you want me to go off?
Yeah? So we can approve all the
At this
rest of
point,
them.
well, we can come out and do that. I mean, reasons are qualifications, performance.
Well, you want to come out and do it? You don't
That'd be fine. I
wait
mean,
after we discuss them?
yeah,
All right?
I mean, it's not like it's a short list.
All right, we're gonna move personnel to executive session. I didn't think we could do that. I thought you had to pick out the ones you wanted to move. Couldn't move the whole thing. to executive session.
Be any or all of them.
Well, it's, you know. All right, we're gonna move personnel to executive session.
I second that.
All right, been motioned and seconded. All those in favor?
Uh,
Ah,
All right, executive session is moved with personnel. Consider going into executive session.
so moved.
Can I get a second?
I second it, Mr. Thomas.
Been motioned and seconded to consider going into executive session. We have student misconduct, legal matters, and personnel issues. Those are the stated reasons.
Personnel recommendations.
Personal recommendations, can I get a motion to go into executive session?
I move we go into executive
So moved.
session. Second.
For state reasons.
Been motioned and seconded, second by Todd. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ah.
All right, opposed? Ayes have it. We'll take about a 5-minute break.